Hello there, David Creel, certified Ziegler master coach. Thank you for expressing an interest in making yourself better. Black Friday of 2021, which is about the worst day to start something. I started something called the Power Hour. And what it is it's group coaching / mastermind. And so it's grown. We had started with myself, then it was me and somebody else, then it was, 5 or 6 people, then it was 7 or 8 people, then it was 11 people, then it was 12 people, then it was back to 10 people, then it was back to 12, then it was 13, then it was 15. And what we do in that group is we address the things that I think most people struggle with. Most people don't need more advice. What they need is encouragement. Someone who's in your corner and who can, if you have a challenge or an issue or a problem, you can bring it to the group and we can brainstorm about it and see if we can come up with other ideas. Another thing people struggle with, habits. Most of what you do in your life is habits. And if your habits are serving you, awesome. But if they're not serving you and you'd like to see some improvement, that's what we talk about on the Power Hour. Another thing, discipline. Because how many things do you know what you need to do it, but you're not doing it? What we talk about on the Power Hour is common sense. It's not like somebody's going to come up with a new theory of, relativity on the podcast. I mean, I guess it's possible, but it's unlikely. But common sense isn't always common practice. Another thing, accountability. It's not really a secret that Weight Watchers has been one of the most successful, weight loss programs over the last, 20 or 30 years. Do they have the best food? No. Do they have the best program? Probably not. But what they do have is accountability. Because when you join Weight Watchers, every Friday at noon or Tuesday at 10 o'clock or whenever your meeting is, you got to get on that scale. And the numbers don't lie. You could say that you've been eating salads and, had protein bars, that's all you had for the last week. But if you put on 7 pounds, was that true? Maybe you've been killing triple cheeseburgers and you had a salad. That's where that accountability comes in. The accountability of, I'm going to do this and I'm going to report back in a week and I'm going to see if I did or not. Keep your word. See if you're a person that keeps your word. Or if you say, I'm going to do this by next Friday, and next Friday comes, did you do what you said or did you not? It's no judgment because you can always start again tomorrow. But a lot of people struggle with self-confidence too. And it's been said that the key to self-confidence and growing your self-confidence is keeping the promises you make to yourself. key to self-confidence is keeping the promises you make to yourself. Because how many times do you say you're going to do something, then something else comes up? Someone else's emergency becomes your emergency. Guilty. I've done that too. We all have. It's fine. It makes you human. But this is some of the stuff we talk about in Power Hour on a fairly regular basis. Another thing we talk about is mindset. Because all this stuff, the lack of accountability, the lack of discipline, the lack of habits or good habits, the lack of, being disciplined and accountability, all that basically boils down to is you don't think you're enough. You're not smart enough. You're not tall enough. You're not pretty enough. You're not whatever enough. But what if you are enough right now? I think you're enough. So you might be asking, why did I become a coach? I became a coach to help people with that issue that they don't think they're enough. It's 100% my calling in life. 100%. It was what I was put on this planet to do. Les Brown said, a job is what you're paid for, and a calling is what you're made for. And I was made to coach people. Now, what makes the Power Hour unique? Well, take this baseball. We roll the ball out there and we see what happens. I don't have the slightest clue what we're going to talk about until we start talking about it. But I like that because then that means we can talk about whatever is coming up for you at that time that you need help with. So that's what we do. Now, why should you continue watching this video and apply down below to join the Power Hour? Because we're changing the world in that place. And by changing the world, I don't mean we're physically changing the world. I mean, we're changing people's inner world in their head and in their heart. And they are changing their beliefs they have of themselves. And I would love to have you apply to join, because I don't let anybody in. We're going to have a discussion. Not a discussion, we're going to have a conversation. And it's a coaching conversation. So if you're watching this far, I'd encourage you, go to the second step. Should be a big yellow button. There's a questionnaire. And you fill out those questions. And then after that, step 3 is I'll get in contact with you and we'll have a conversation and we'll see if the Power Hour is right for you. It's not a huge group. It's going to be limited to 20 people. But again, you're going to get some accountability, some encouragement, some mindset, some habits. We're going to work on discipline. And the point of doing the questionnaire is I got to make sure you're right for the group, because it's my group. I mean, it's our group, but I'm the one responsible for who gets in the group. And I need to make sure that you're the right kind of person to be able to add value to the group. So I'd encourage you, if you've watched this video this far and you're even remotely open to having a conversation about joining the Power Hour, fill out the questionnaire below, and then I'll be in contact with you. Because there's no time like the present. Maybe you've told yourself no long enough, and it's time to say yes for yourself. Yes to yourself. And do something to take your life that you're currently living and make it better. in every area of life. Thanks for watching this video. I can't wait to talk to you. Click the questionnaire below, fill out the questions, and I'll be in touch. Have a great one.